Welcome to X1T Gaming, and together we're going to revolutionize the gaming industry. So, I am a little bit excited today because I finished pretty much like all the coding for my first game. So, if you guys remember, I've been playing the potato counter. Like, I know it doesn't look like much. Okay, so I've been doing the potato counter. I'm going to show you guys how to do it. I'm actually going to change the potatoes to kind of like a rock garden, sand rock garden. I want to try to make the situation as calming as possible. So this is just the basic bare and bones. I'm going to be working on some different stuff. So I'm going to show you the game on how it works. Then I'm going to go show you the coding, and then we're going to start working on it a little bit today. Um, and hopefully I should be done by next week, which is really, really cool. Okay, so first let's show the game. So you're going to see there's a lot of stuff that says potato. As you can see right here, it says potato. Um, they're no longer going to be potatoes. But I'm not going to go through all the code and change all the potato stuff to rock or Zen Garden. So it is what it is. So we're going to play the game. You're going to look in this little view screen right here where it says click anywhere to start. This is going to be the game that you're going to play. So we click anywhere to start. So we click, and we have to count these potatoes. So we got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Okay, so is that 10? I think it's 10. I think it's 10. Actually, I was wrong. It's 11. I cheated because I can do that. So I guess I'm going to say 11. Boom. Correct. Click for next round. And so I'm going to go to the next round, and now it's going to, this is throwing me off a little bit. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Don't count the red ones. 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11. Is it 11 again? I think it might be 11 again. So we want to click. Boom, correct. Okay, so we'll do one more round. As you see, there's going to be more stuff. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. 11. 11 again? Is it actually 11 again? Okay, let's do one more time. 11. This shouldn't be happening 3 times in a row. Okay, let's see. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14. It's going to be 14. Okay, so we're going to do one more round. I know the answer is 14. If you guys look at my side there, you can actually see what it is. So it's keeping track right over here. So now we got all this stuff. We don't count the distraction count. Distractions get bigger and bigger each round. The potato count is a random size. It goes anywhere between 0 and 9 for each one. And the score is what you have to guess for the number. So the score is 17. Let's just say 14. Incorrect. Try again. So we go try again, and then we start from the very beginning. And then we click, and then we start again. And so you'll see that the beginning of the thing got 1, 2, 3, 4. We actually got 7 this time instead of 6. And you see sometimes it comes up in that little corner, so you got to be a little bit careful. So we got 7, and so each time should be a little bit different. And so that's the game. It keeps going, going, going. And so that's pretty much all the code. If you see here, I got 16 potatoes and I got 3 distractions. So the distractions are 3. So every level I just add 3 and 3 more distractions. But no one's going to realize because no one's counting the distractions. So the score now is 16. So it's different each round. That getting 3 11s in a row was just absolutely random chance. If you see this time it's going to be 22. And you see that there's a lot of them to count. It goes anywhere between 0 and 9 minus the 8 and 1. 1 and 8 don't work just because of how I had it set it up. I'm not going to try to make it so it's all the numbers. So it's 22. Let's just go 20. Oh, I was incorrect. Try again. So now we go back to the start, and the game keeps repeating. So that's pretty much it for the game. Now let's look at the code. We got all these code things. We got destroy, out of bounds. We got distraction. We got potato. The potato and distraction, they're like literally nothing in those things. The only reason why I have them is so that I could put them onto an object and reference that object to them. Yeah, so then I know which one it is. So like, see, it's literally nothing. There's nothing here in the potato. But let's go look at the game manager. Going to scroll through the top. I've written all of this by myself. I'm super excited. So we have all of the text options right here, where we have our score, we have our click to start, and then we have a correct text, a next round, a game over text, we have a restart button, and then we have the input field, which is the potato guess text. Got score, and this is where the potato count and the distraction count, because they reference to the potato and a distraction that have nothing there. And then moving like left is just this, and they have a rotation. I know you guys probably didn't notice, but those green things actually were rotating as well at different intervals. It's totally random. Random speeds, they have random rotation stuff, they have random positioning, random however many go, and then destroy out of bounds. You can see all that. We got the diagonal, we had to do a random rotation. These guys have a constant speed. I didn't change the speed for these guys just because there's not going to be as many as them, and you already have the ones that are going down and this way at different speeds. I don't think you're going to recognize these ones, especially when you're going to see one at the top corner. And then this is the down one. Okay, so we'll go back to the game manager. Scroll this. This is all the code that I have written. We will go quickly over it as much as I can. See all of this. I am very proud of myself. Very, very proud. Okay, so spawn everything. These things right here are the spawn stuff. I've talked about it in another video, but I will talk about it today again because it's specifically for the stuff. So from here downwards, this is the spawn generation. So I have the spawn DL, which stands for diagonal position, and so we have random ranges for the position for the Z, so that this is going to change the size of them ever so slightly. So you're going to have some that are closer to you, some that are further away, but from our eyes it's just going to look like they're different sizes. I could also make the rocks different sizes as well, so you have a double effect. Hopefully you don't get too many that are hiding in from each other, like underneath and going at the same speed. And so then you have this one where this is their spawn, where they're coming from, where they can spawn randomly. And then this one is how they are going to be instantiated. So on the diagonal, I will instantiate 2. And it's going, how I made this is that it goes on to itself. And I designed all the levels so that they either do the whole thing or they don't do the whole thing. So that's even more random aspects to it. So if this one spawns, it's going to spawn 2 every time. If it goes up to the next level, and it does go up to the next level, then it'll be 4. Then it'll be 6, 8, 10, so on and so forth. So it's going to be either 2 at first is what I have it started at. This is always going to be 2. And then the next level, it will either be 2 or 0 or 4. 2 or 4. And then the next level will be whatever the number is, or plus 2. So that's where you get the 2. So that's how I get the zeros. I got that for all of them. And then this is just a distraction wave, where it's just going to create one distraction on the diagonal lane. Then now this is the DN. This is the down position for the spawn rate, and this one's going to be 3. So all the ones that are just going straight down, I got 3 every time. So it could start off with 0, or it can start off with 3. It's random. You have no idea which one's going to do. And each time that it goes for a new round, it's either going to be 0 or 3. So if you looked at the other ones, which was 2, so we got 0, because if both of them were 0, then it's 0, or we got 2, which is this one right here, or we got 3, which is this one right here, or we got 5, which is both of them. So you're going to get 0, 2, 3, or 5 that are going to spawn in the next round just for randomly. You have no idea what's going to happen. And now for the ones that are going to the sideways position, this is the same stuff for the sideways. For the vector where they spawned, we got 4 instantiation. And so the first round's either going to be 0 or 4. So you got if all of them are 0, it's 0. Or you got 2, 3, 4. 2 and 3 is 5. 2 and 4 is 6. You got 3 and 4, which is 7. Or you got all of them, which is 9. So that's where it could generate randomly anywhere between 0 rocks to 9 rocks, excluding 1 and 8. Because those things don't add to those numbers. Do I want to try and change it? No. I'm happy with those ones. It makes it a little random number. So if you were little tip for playing the game when I release it, if you know if you remember what the number was before, just don't add 1 and don't add 8 if you don't know what it is. It could be anything else in between 0 and 9. So that's to spawn everything. So to spawn everything, the game needs to be active, and there needs to be no potatoes, and there needs to be no distractions. And then it will spawn everything. And this is the thing of how I said that it was going to spawn at the random thing. You got the wave, the potato, P is for potato, DL is for diagonal, D is for the distraction, plus DL, which is diagonal. We've got PDN, which is potato down. And then we got PL, which is potato going left. So this is the direction that they're moving. And the D in the front is the distractions. P is the potatoes, which is going to be, the P is going to be just rocks. They're no longer potatoes, but I still call them potato because I'm not changing all this. Look at all this stuff that I got to change from potato to rock. All of it. Yeah, no, not happening. So this is how this one works. We got the wave number PLD on diagonal, which is going to equal whatever the wave number is. Plus, it's going to have a random range between 0 and you got to do 1 over or 1. But you put 2, but it will never do 2. And then it's going to spawn a potato thing. And then you do it within itself. So whatever the potato wave is, plus whatever the wave number is. And so it's going to continually add objects. So just going to add and add and add and add and add, and it will go on forever as long as you know what the score is. I wonder if we could probably do this in the background. We could probably do this in the background, and I could probably show you every so often. So there's like 4 right here, so we'll see a score, which will turn to 4, and we could go on to the next one, because I will always know what the correct answer is. I don't have to guess what the answer is. We just had to keep going from the round to round. So that's going to be for all 3 of them. The distraction waves that I have, it just keeps on adding 1 to itself every round. So you're going to get 3 new distractions every time, and it's going to get to a point where maybe there's going to be more distractions than there are going to be potatoes or rocks. So we got that. What's the number? The number is 11. Correct. Nice. Okay, so now we did the spawn rate for the, so spawn everything. Remember that for how it gets spawned. And now we'll go through here for the selective kind of word text. So we got the spawn everything, which is in the void update. Remember, to spawn everything, you need to have 0 potato count, you need to have a 0 distraction count, and you need the game is active. So when I start, the game is not active. The score is equal to 0, update's equal to 0, and then you have the update. It's just going to be the guess potato, the spawn everything, and the click start. So to add to your score, this is going to be the update score. So this is going to add to the score count every single time, how it goes. And so then I also had it that once the where is it? Okay, so this is in the background at all times. So score is 20. So you'll never actually see the score, but I actually do have it right here, which is right there. Potato count. And so it counts the stuff. Counts the potatoes every single time. And it's going to count the score as well. So I have the score on that tied. So the answer is 22. Okay, and then we'll go to the next round. So I have the update score, and it's going to keep on adding every time that there is a score. And where do I have this score? Do I have it anywhere else? I think that's it for the score. Yeah. Yeah. And so now we want to do the potato guess. When the thing comes up, what needs to be true is we need to have potato count 0, and we need to have distraction count 0, and we need score to be greater than 0. So this is how I made it so that it doesn't start at the very beginning and be like, what is your guess? And then you're like, oh, it's 0. Because it has to be greater than 0. And because you have to guess the score, it's going to do it as well. And so if you have all this stuff, this pops up, game is now false. Remember, if this is 0 and 0 and game is true, then we are going to spawn more potatoes. But once this is 0 and 0 and the score is more up, it comes up and then it comes false. I had to do this before the spawn everything, because when I was doing the spawn everything, the potato guess wasn't even showing up and it just kept on spawning and spawning and spawning and spawning. What's the number here? The number is 27. Nice. So you can see there's getting more and more potatoes and distractions and everything like that. It's great. Okay, so I've done all that. Now, if game is active, I made it so that you have the correct text is false and the next round text is also false. Yeah, I don't know why I had to put it there, but I had to. Okay, now I had to do the compare guess. You have to do a string for the guess to make it work for the input, and then you have to make the string into an integer. And so I put in compare guess is that. And then so what compare guess is, if guess is equal to the score, then the potato thing becomes false, the score becomes 0, and you have, yeah, the score becomes 0, then you have a next round. This way it activates the potatoes to go. If you got lower than the score or higher than the score, you have the game over that pops up. So we'll see the next round. Of course, these things come true, and then if game is active when you press the button. So when I go and guess, which is the number is 36. See, added by 9, 36. Boom. You go like this. These pop up because the other one, I got it correct. And so these ones go. And then when I click this one, it makes game active. And I have 0 and 0 potato count, distraction count. So it starts to spawn everything as it goes. Yeah, so then if you get it wrong, so if you get it wrong, it goes game over, and then in the game over text, it makes the thing false. It puts score to 0 because score has to be at 0. Yeah, wait, why did I have to put the score at 0? Oh yeah, because it can't be 1 or higher. If I don't put the score back to 0, it won't delete. So I had to put the score back to 0 for it to delete that question box. And then I set active the restart button and the game over button. And so there is no make the game back to being active, and then the restart button will do this, which reloads the screen, the scene again. And so that, my friends, is pretty much what I got. I did all that. Man, I'm just like looking at this and I don't think that I can like rewrite the code sometimes. I'm just like, how did I write all this? 45. See, we got 45 potatoes. We got 21 distractions. So you'll see the potato count. The score goes up as the potato gets destroyed. And I needed to do that. Where did I do that? I needed to have like that like that counter for the potato. Oh yeah, because I think I made, did I make score public? Yeah, I made score public, so I had to put potato in kind of like something like that, I think. I can't remember. I can't remember how I did all this. It's all a blur. But yeah, so this is pretty much all the code to get all that game working. And so now I don't have to do any more coding. It's strictly just replacing objects with other stuff. Yeah. Okay, there we go. This is where I needed the potato. So I had to destroy stuff if the thing is potato. This is where I had to pull up the game manager and put up the score update and put point value, which point value equals 1. But it's a public thing. Yeah. So with that point value, it goes back into game manager. And then I had to do an else if, which was for the other axis. So one just destroys the ones that go down. This one's destroyed the ones that go left. And I had to make it a certain height so that the ones that are coming diagonally don't get destroyed in the mix of things. And I had to compare the tag for the potato just so it can count it into the update score. And then once that's in the update, goes to score, you see the score go up. I don't need a distraction one, I just made it just in case if I was going to do anything with them. But yeah, how many potatoes this time? 45 potatoes. So you see there's a lot that is going on. So just to have a little bit of a look, this is the scene stuff. I just downloaded something that's not there anymore. Huh. Oh, here we go. See, again, it's 45. There's no potatoes added that time. And then now we're going to have 50. So this is what I downloaded. I downloaded this free package. It's a Japanese Zen Garden, which all these prefabs and mods, modules, and materials. So they have different colors that they have and materials. Yeah. So what I'm planning to do, let's do 50. I want to see how, yeah, it just keeps going on and on and on. I don't know how to add ads in yet, so forgive me. Yeah, like, oh man, look at all this. Like, how are you going to be able to count all this stuff? But you see some of the things are hiding behind each other. They're all together. Yeah, if I zoom in, you could actually see that these green ones are rotating. You can't see them because there's sphere in this one. So let's see. There's 59. Let's go over 100. And so if you get it wrong, I'm going to make it so that you have to watch an ad. So we got like the prefabs, we got baskets, we got fence posts, we got post rake, a whole bunch of other stuff. Oh, I don't want the... Oh, rocks, there we go. So we got rock 1, rock 2, rock 3, and rock 4. So I'm going to look at all these different rocks to see what they have. These are going to be what we're counting. And then they have, I think it's a Tori. No, it's not a Tori. Is it a Tori? No. We got the rake. The rake are going to be the distractions. That's going to be the Zen garden stuff. Yeah. So these are, yeah, some of them spinning not that much, while other ones are spinning a lot. They'll have a different random speed, rotation, and they should be rotating in different directions. And so I'm hoping that that rotation speed is actually going to help being able to see all of them. Let's see if we can count all of these. No, I'm lost. There's no way I'm making that to this level. There's no way. No way. Okay, so I just want to zoom out a little bit. It's starting to get more. I want to make sure that they're not deleting for the ones that are going diagonal. It's good to check since I'm spent this time going all the way up. So we're looking at this bottom one. Is it deleting? Is it deleting? Nope, it's not deleting. Shows up in the camera and then it's deleting out there. Yeah, and then this x-axis, y-axis is just low enough so it's not hitting. Okay, that's good. Let's try another one and see where it is. So the count is 79. Let's try to make it go up to 100. Yeah, it's going to be 85 this time. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like if someone... This is a free game that I'm making, but I feel like, oh, I didn't check the diagonal stuff that I was supposed to check. But yeah, so what I was going to say is that if anyone could get like past 100, like without cheating, I feel like I should pay the money. Don't quote me on that though. I'm not going to pay you money. I don't have enough money yet. If I was rich, I'd probably do it. Let's see. Anything deleted? Nothing is deleted, so it's just missing that corner on that angle. You see it in the camera on this corner. This one's a little bit high, but that's okay. You like those ones that are coming just out of there, out of reach. You gotta catch it last second. It's funny, like my boy, he loves this game and he's trying to like see that little corner one over there. And he sees it and then he'll count it and you just see, you just feel how proud he is of himself for being like, I saw that one, like you tried to trick me, trying to get me up in that little corner over there. Yeah, like even at this speed you don't really notice all of those ones that are going at the same speed diagonally. The only thing I could think of is if you have like 100 of those and only a few of these, then yeah, you'll notice. So it's going to be 96. Okay, next round. So you see these ones have all the same speed, but do we notice them in here? Like you don't really notice that well, if you're focusing on it, you can kind of notice that they have the same speed. Do I want to change that? Do I want to change that? You guys are going to have to leave in the comments if I need to change that. Okay, so now we are finally at 100. That was 100 potatoes that you saw. Let's keep on going. Last one. So it's going to be 105 potatoes with 57 distractions. We'll use this one as the last one, and then I'll call it quits. See, some of the stuff kind of... But honestly, like, once you get up to this level, like, I don't know, man. Like, if you can get up to this level, it's just crazy. Yeah, so this one's kind of like underneath there. But the distractions are going to be a little bit better because they're going to be a rake. I don't think you're going to confuse too much. They're just kind of like there to kind of like sweep around and be like, oh, did I see that rock already? Did I count it twice? Maybe I should add -1 for my total because I don't trust myself. Like they're just there to kind of like mess with you. And I still want you to be able to count it. So like, see this one, there's 2 right there, you see? So I don't know if you'll be able to like catch that eventually because there's 2 right here. They're like really close together. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, last one, and then we're going to do some work. I'm just really excited for seeing this. Like, I made this. So 116 with 66. I don't think too many people will be getting to this level. I don't think anyone should be able to get to this level without cheating. Like, that's just ridiculously insane. The only coding that I'm going to have to do afterwards, I think, is I'm going to have to know how to do ads. Okay, so we're going to put our rocks and we're going to look at our rocks. Just going to do the video where we're going to switch to rocks. What's a rock ball? Do I want a rock ball for an object? No. Maybe I'll do like rock balls for like the distraction. I wonder how that would be. Yeah, let's see. The distraction objects. You got a rock ball, you got a rock ball 2, and we got a rock 1, you can't see that one. Rock 2, you can't see that one either. Rock 3, and a rock 4. Okay, so, and then this is a rake. We want to look at the rake too. Okay, so we need to do some scaling. Let's just scale them all like super big for now. Oops. Can I not move it? Nope. I think I have to do this to move it. Let's just move it over there. And let's scale it a little bit bigger on this axis. We're just going to make them bigger. I'm not going to make them that big in the game. I just want to be able to see what they look like. Let's move it over there. These ones are just so tiny. Okay, scaling. Bigger. And the other thing is, do I want to make all of these like the same rock, or do I want to change it up? And if I'm going to change it up, how many do I want to change it up by? Do I want to do 3 rocks? Okay, so let's look at these rocks. Okay. So they all pretty much look the same. There's just different color. I don't think like there's any like textures that are different. Stuff like that. Okay, so let's just go back to this axis over here. Rotation, we'll just go back to 0 on all of them. Oh, I like that. Have them come in like this for starter. Yeah, let's do that. Okay, so now, so if I go to scale on all of these, like rotation on all of these, yeah, no, I think that's a good way to start. Is have them like that, and then they're going to just rotate in like all different directions. And I like how they're flat, because what I'm hoping for, if they're covering each other, that this one will kind of rotate like this, so that now you're going to see this one in the back. When you blow them up, they actually look pretty good. Like, this actually looks like whoever did this did a pretty good job. Now let's scale this one up. this. And let's change its position. C0, 0. No, I don't want that one to be 0. Let's do this one minus 90. And then I think this one we want 90 as well. No, we want 180. Let's try 180. Yeah. And we're going to move this just like that. So I'm thinking of having this as a distraction. I wonder if I should make it like harder, or if I should like add like an easy and a hard mode. That would be interesting. So instead of click anywhere to start, I could be like easy, medium, and hard. And probably the easy mode, I'll have 2 different rocks, and I'll have this as a rake. Maybe medium mode, I will have all all 4 rocks that are going to spawn randomly, and then as a, could I do that? But I don't have to do it. And then as a hard mode, I'm thinking maybe I'll put these as distractions. Put like a basket, because these baskets almost look like the rocks, which could throw you off if I have a basket. And maybe for the hard one, I won't use the gold image. Maybe for easy, I'll use these 2 because they're very similar. You can see that they're the same color. Maybe I do want to use a gold. Maybe I'll use a gold in this for hard and easy. Do I want to do an easy and hard mode though? That is a question. Because I think I'm going to probably have to do separate scenes for this, because it's going to be separate material. It's not like they're going to have like faster spawn rate or do stuff like that. It's going to be like completely different. So I'll have to like actually make different scenes and put them in these scenes. You know what? Why not? It's my first game. Let's actually do it good. Because I got distractions there anyways. And yeah, I got distractions there anyways. Can I do that? I'll have to think about it. I'll definitely have to think about it. Yeah, I'm gonna think about it. But yeah, that's my pretty much my first game that I've gotten so far. I might have to do a little bit more coding. Do I want to do that? Do I not want to do that? I'll see. I'll see. We'll see. So I want to call that quits for today, simply because I don't want to start adding all this stuff, especially if I'm going to have to do a different easy, medium, and hard mode. Then I want to be able to do all that stuff separately. Or maybe I'll just keep it like this, and I'm going to debate if I'm going to be using baskets or rakes, because the baskets could look more similar to how they look, and I could change the color of the baskets based on the materials that they have given us. Yeah. Yeah. There's a lot of stuff for me to think about now. I didn't think about having like an easy or hard. Let's do it. I have till the end of April for my game anyways. That's what I set myself up for. I feel like I'm very far along with this project. It's only the first week of March. I still got 2 more months. I should probably be able to get this done in a couple weeks if I work hard on it. Yeah. Okay. We will see till next time. But yeah, remember to like, share, and subscribe to the video if you guys want to see this vision happen. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you tomorrow. We do lives every day, 9 p.m. Pacific Standard